Hey guys, Mrs. Z here, but I am not on the farm this morning. Stay tuned to find out where we are. We are in Chicago, Illinois at O'Hare Airport getting ready to board a plane for Burlington, Vermont. My sweetie and I are off to find some fall leaves in the beautiful state of Vermont. So I hope you join us for this grand adventure. Here we are in lovely Vermont. We've picked up our rental car and we're headed to our condo at a ski resort in Warren, Vermont. That's where we'll be staying this week. We sat beside a lady from Vermont who is a wealth of information, and so we've got some tips on where to go to find great leaves changing colors. We're just leaving our condo for the day in search of leaves. Look what we find right outside of our door. Look at those ski slopes. Beautiful motel there. Oh, they're all over. As a person who has never been skiing, this is just fascinating to me. A foreign world. Look at that ski lift going up the mountain. You guys, I'm about to live out my dream. We are going to take a chairlift ride up to the summit of this mountain. Come on, you guys, come with me. There it is, guys, the Wildcat Express. How fun! Oh, I'm getting sickish.
You wanted to do
I know, this was my dream ride and I'm scared.
You're fine.
I know.
Just don't look down. Just
Look
down
out.
and look up.
Okay.
Oh, the down's going to be beautiful.
Okay, I might save my battery for the down then. Oh, you guys. Okay, my stomach is starting to settle. It's very quiet. Now, are we in Vermont or New Hampshire?
New Hampshire.
We are at the summit. This is the most magnificent thing ever. Look. It's magnificent. Wow. Isn't that glorious? I'm just going to do a circle. This is what you find at the top of this Wildcat Mountain. Appalachian Trail. Look at that. I don't know that I've ever stood on the top of a mountain before. What a glorious adventure. Okay, you guys, we've enjoyed a short time at the summit, and now we're going to go back down. What'd you think, Weedy?
It was wonderful.
It was wonderful, guys. Definitely the highlight of my day. Now on for more searching of fall leaves. Oh, guys, you are not going to believe what we have found in Vermont. It's Sugarbush Farm. It's a maple syrup farm. Lots of people coming here just like us to see how maple syrup is made and where it comes from. It's a family farm for several generations. Loving the sound of that. As you can see, most of the leaves are off the trees here as well. That's what we've been finding, but we're still headed south this morning. Here's the maple house right here where they actually make the syrup, I believe. So we're gonna zip in there and see what it looks like.
Vermont and New York and New Hampshire are kind of in the maple belt, and we also get a lot of products from Canada because Canada is,
Really big, yeah.
They make 9 million gallons annually in their, huge, vast landscape. We make 3 million in our tiny little state, which is fabulous.
That's amazing.
It's, a third of what they make, but we're,
Much
less.
smaller.
Yeah, less than a third of, their size. This is a Leader. Leader is a Vermont company founded by a sugar maker. Actually, his daughter came in during our sugaring season this past year and was talking about it. Because this is relatively new, it's about 15 years old, this machine. But it was around $55,000 for that valve section. And that was 15 years ago. So you can imagine now it'll probably be closer to 70, especially since all the aluminum comes from Canada. We found that somewhere between the end of January and Valentine's Day is really when we like to tap our trees. It seems to be the safest for us.
How many trees do you guys personally tap?
We personally tap 10,000, and each year we're trying to add a little bit more. We have some untouched property that we'd like to expand to. But we only have 5 crew members, so you got to make sure that you can take on that physical load. They're long days. You're going out at 8, you're staying past dark. Yeah, I when we're changing spouts, I could probably do 300 or 400 a day, but when we're actually tapping, I've got about 30 pounds a year on, and I could probably only do like 250.
Oh, look at the leaves coming down. Isn't it beautiful? We are going to go on this little maple walk and see some of the lines where they're getting this maple syrup from the trees. There you go. Cool, cool, cool. Runs down. And we have discovered when we're driving along the roads of Vermont, we can look up and see these white lines in the woods. And we know that these trees are being tapped. How cool is that? Now that was the highlight of my day. What a fun place to visit. And we learned a lot. Day 3. We have left the beautiful leaves and traveled about 5 hours east to the nearest spot where we could find the Atlantic Ocean. Guess what? We found it! Isn't that beautiful? Magnificent! And I have determined that I'm not leaving without sticking my toe in the ocean. So here goes nothing. The Atlantic Ocean at Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. How cool is that for these Kansas landlubbers? There's the old First Church of Vermont. Quite a lot of history here. We're gonna check that church out and find out somebody famous is buried in the cemetery. We're in search of Robert Frost, the poet's grave. And we're kind of thinking this old church is where we're going to find it. It's actually a beautiful cemetery. Beautiful. I think we're on the right track. There it is. We found it. Robert Lee Frost. Look at that ornate stonework. So this is the church at which Robert Frost, the famous poet, is buried in Bennington, Vermont. And if you look across the road, looky there, that is the steeple of the church. The sign says they're in the middle of renovating it. So I just imagine if you come visit this in the near future, that steeple is going to be sitting back on the top where it belongs. Hey, how are you?
Good.
When do you hope to have the steeple on the church?
Next week on the 16th,
That's awesome.
weather permitting. It can't be windy, it can't be raining. So we'll see.
Is it going to be a big production? Lots of
Well,
people here?
Yeah, well, there'll be a crane, and
Awesome.
we hope to have the town here. You know, we hope to have enough forewarning that they can get here.
That's awesome. What's your name? Marsha. Marsha. Do you live in this town? Awesome.
Remember who?
This is beautiful here. Beautiful.
I'm glad you came.
Thank you. Wow, look at this.
Well, we've been talking a lot today.
Tell me about the little boxes.
These are family boxes.
So your family sits in there?
They were sold by auction to raise the funds to build the church in the early 1800s. It was finished in 1806 and dedicated in 1806. They're not family, I mean, we don't own our boxes now, but we tend to sit in the same place.
Yeah.
But the original owners, we had two governors that were living in town at that point, and they went for $500 each. And when you consider that the whole church cost $8,000 to build, that was quite a fund.
Yeah.
And then they went for 50 and 40 back here. The south side was more expensive because it was an unheated space, and the south side would be warmer.
Wow.
So you paid more for boxes over there, but people would bring their hot rocks from home, kind of like a bed warmer. They would put hot rocks in there, put it down on the floor, and have
Down
their
in the
big farming families sit shoulder to shoulder and kind of stay warm.
Yeah.
When the teenagers got too cold to sit with their parents or it got too crowded, they would go upstairs. Those were free galleries.
Oh, really?
So all the unmarried males sat in the north, unmarried females in the south. And you're welcome to go out and see what the boys did during the long, all day services.
Really?
They would go across the street for lunch and come back for afternoon services with new hot rocks from the inn across the street, which was built by the son of our first pastor here. So that was the Dewey Tap.
Wow. Okay, and if we go up in that balcony, we could see what the young men did, you say? Well,
During the services.
during the services, we're going up. We're going up.
Okay.
Okay, here we are in the balcony.
Carved a complete hole.
Oh dear. And is it a harp?
Looks like it was supposed to be.
I'm thinking we're getting the picture. I think somebody was busy carving.
I don't know if we're gonna get much more, but I think it will be between.
When they should have been listening. There it is, guys. First church in Vermont. Oh, guys, we're driving through Vermont in a little town called Poultney, Vermont. And look what we found beside the road. That is one whopper. Mike and Tracy, you did a whale of a job growing that baby. What's your guess? How much do you think it weighs? Hey there! Do you know how much it weighs?
940 pounds.
And you say it's small?
It's the smaller one that that couple grew.
Are you kidding?
No, they actually grew one that was 1,355 pounds.
Oh, wow.
That one went down to Saratoga for the way off down there. This one went up to Colchester to the way off in Vermont.
Uh-huh.
And it actually won the prettiest pumpkin in the state.
It is a beautiful pumpkin.
It is a beautiful pumpkin.
Oh, that's so cool. So I'm from Kansas and we've traveled to Vermont to see the color. What do you think about the color this year?
I think it's because it's been so dry this year. A lot of trees turned brown and dropped their leaves already.
Yeah.
The color is very spotty.
Yeah, we've
Awful.
noticed that. Most of it is dull.
It is.
Like it did just die and fall off.
Yep.
We do the same back in Kansas on
It's-
dry years.
Yeah, it's just not pretty this year.
But
it's very
it still
spotty.
has its beautiful,
Oh.
but not as brilliant as I'm sure as it normally
Right,
is.
right,
Yeah, yeah.
right.
Tell me your name.
Emily from Everyday Flowers.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you for all the wonderful information.
Absolutely.
You have a great day.
You enjoy your
We
stay.
think your state is beautiful.
Hey.
Hey guys, we're in Stowe, Vermont this morning, and we have come across a cider mill. So we are going to stop in and see if we can find out how cider is made. And back there behind me are crates of apples sitting there. There you go. Cold Hollow Cider Mill. Oh man, it smells awesome in here. They're making apple cider, I understand, and they're also making fresh donuts over there. Wow. 140,000 apples a day. Oh my. That's crunched up apples if I've ever seen one. Looky there, they have a tasting tank and Steve is going to try it. You like it?
Delicious.
Okay, let me try it. It is delicious. Hey guys, you will not believe where we are today. We are on the Canadian-Vermont border in Derby Line, Vermont. We have heard that this library is half in America and half in Canada. So we're gonna go in there and check it out, but look out here. Left is America, and in that door is Canada. Haskell Free Library. And right over there is the road that leads to Canada on the other side of those cement blocks. Do you suppose they'll let me put my toe in Canada? I don't have a passport. So is this line right here?
Absolutely. It's
The line?
It's an insurance line, but it is the line, so the same line that you see on the map, yeah.
So you're in Canada and I'm in the United
Absolutely. You can
States.
criss and cross since it was built before a lot of the laws on the border. So we built in 1904. A lot of the laws that deal with people going through and through a building came into effect in 1910, making it so that we're grandfathered in with the grandfather clause. So inside the building, people don't matter, which is
Awesome.
pretty neat. So that line right there was put in on the floor in the 70s, just because we had a small fire. The Canadian insurance company said the Americans would pay. Americans said the Canadians would pay. Nobody paid. It was a small fire, but since we got no money for it, now on this floor and the ones above, there's a line to make it known who's paying for it. Yeah.
Wow. So do you live in Canada or the United
Absolutely,
States?
Yeah.
You're
The
Canadian.
board is always legally half Canadian and half American, but employees, depending on the time period, you have Canadians and Americans working together with their different holidays and different benefits too.
Yeah.
Paid in their currency, yeah.
That's awesome.
It is.
Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to step over that line, and it'll be the first time I've ever been in Canada.
So what's the Canadian line, right?
Look, guys. First time I've ever been in Canada. This is Canada. This is the United States. Cool. So that's the library, the Haskell Free Library. The left side is in Canada, and the right side is in America. Well, guys, here we are Friday morning. It's our last day here in Vermont. This is where we've been staying, a condo called The Village at Sugarbush Ski Resort. It has been perfect for us. And this is our view out of our side door. Look at those ski slopes. Isn't that fabulous? We have enjoyed this so much. I don't think we are your typical tourists to New England. We came to see beauty, natural beauty. We don't go in all the shops. In fact, we don't go in very many at all. We just drive all day looking for unique, fun things to do and see where there's not a lot of people. And it has been a beautiful, beautiful adventure. And today's adventure on our final day is riding a ferry across the lake into New York. Here we are, Lake Champlain, getting ready to purchase our tickets to ride the ferry across to New York. It is a beautiful, beautiful day. Look at those boats.
Hello, thank you. And that little one's your receipt. You're all
Okay.
set. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ruth.
It's time to get on. There it is. Here we are. We're gonna do this. Isn't that beautiful? Lake Champlain. That's New York over there, and we're standing in Vermont.
We love that.
Oh yeah, that was so cool. Wasn't that fun, baby? Here we are on our last day. We've stopped into a little quaint restaurant in Bristol, Vermont. It's called Snaps. And Steve is going to try a Vermont dessert.
Thank you.
Thank you, hon. It's called a Vermont milkshake. Why is it called that, Weedy?
Because it has maple syrup in it.
Maple syrup in it. Okay, let's see what you think.
Thank you. Oh, that's whipped cream. It's good.
Passes Steve's taste test. Guys, we're just about to catch our flight back to KC. There's 2 things I haven't done yet on this trip that I really, really wanted to do. One of them was see a moose. We see all kinds of moose crossing signs along the road. Didn't see one. The other was try a creamy. We found a creamy at Owl's Ice Cream, so I'm gonna give it a whirl. Good job, it's great.